Hey, it is Bezzy from Reddit Heroes, and we had a pretty bad defeat. Unfortunately, several of our top guys were not able to attack this particular war, and they had a pretty solid hero advantage and did an excellent job of cleaning up. So I wanted to go in this video and take a look at how the queen walking vaho style, which is the bread and butter of our clan's attack, how is it holding up in the new meta with the healers? And well, our clan didn't do very well in this particular war. I actually think it's doing pretty good. So let's first of all take a look at Sweg. Sweg is by far our MVP, managed to take out the number 1 and 2 bases. And the number 1 is one of these interesting horseshoe style ones, and he's got the 9.5 level queen walking vaho strategy. So he begins with the queen walk in the corner. There's a bunch of high hit point buildings. He's going to drop his wizards, which are going to be protected. Has to put down the rage because of all of that stuff which is going to be coming and taking out the queen, but that's okay. He's cleared this little corner of the base. He's got the lure. There's a dragon and 3 loons there, and he's sort of done this sort of nice bit of sort of separating the two sides of the U. So he's going to be able to do the double poison, and he's going to take them down, and it looks like he's going to manage to do it without having to use the ability, which is really, really nice. Now, it's kind of interesting how he goes about it. So his Velks are going to walk into space, but everything interesting is also going to occur on the outside ring, and the sort of the middle ring is all of like the air defenses and the wizard tower, not that important stuff. So, okay, he tries to break it open. Unfortunately, the Tesla plops, so he isn't going to make the wall breakers go through, and they're all going to walk around. And it's just kind of interesting. The queen just sort of follows them, taking out these Teslas. There's a Tesla farm there. He has to boost the king ability to make sure that doesn't die down, but now he's gotten all the actually important stuff along the outside. It's kind of a strange way to go about a base, but hey, it's actually totally working. The strip which is left in the middle is just sort of irrelevant. So the Velks are still walking, so he's going to come in and drop a couple hogs just to take out of these things, otherwise they just continue to fire away. The queen's working her way in. Now, the healers have all died, but it actually isn't going to matter. The queen, luckily, is going to start targeting some of these sort of internal things, and the queen, our queen, just picks off his queen, which is really nice. Drops the double heal up here. The first of them got all of the Valkyries healed up. The second of them is going to keep these hogs alive, or at least all the hogs that don't go right through the double giant bomb. And hey, look at that. This looks like more or less a 3-star. He's got a sort of a non-trivial amount of troops going around, and that works. So an interesting style with this this U-shaped base. Maybe not a standard one for queen walking vaho, but hey, good job to Sweg for figuring it out, or maybe, who knows, maybe the wall breaker failure this wasn't the plan, but either way, it managed to work well, so good job to Sweg. And next up, I wanted to show, actually, this is one of mine. I didn't watch so many attacks in this particular war. I have been super busy. I have not been able to help out so much in the clan. Maybe that had something to do with it. But I kind of like this attack. And what I liked about it is that I'm trying to adjust to the new Queen Walking Vaho meta. So, first of all, I'm only going to put down the 3 healers, because if the healers aren't quite worth as much, and I don't really need them, then that's okay. So I managed to escape, even with the 3 healers here, because of the poisons and the wizard. I'm able to take out the dragon and the loon without having to use a rage, without having to use my ability. Meanwhile, I've got my funnel going on, and so everything is actually pretty good. And I've done this all with only the 3 healers. Again, we're going to be able to walk through. Yeah, the cannon's got that buff, but it doesn't matter because it's only a single point defense. Meanwhile, we've got the little baby dragon doing a bunch of work up in the corner over there. And everything is going to be converging where the Valkyries are going to drop on and do what the Valkyries do best, which is just sort of to rage through the base. So let's speed it up just slightly. Okay, so they're coming in. The Valkyries, I'm putting the bowlers. Now we've got a nice group of people at the top of our clan who'll be able to put out the bowlers, so I wouldn't feel too bad requesting those. And they are going to do work. You are going to see it. Jump comes down. The rage comes down. Slightly missed the jump on the Tesla here. But nonetheless, go do it. Have to drop the heal. There's a giant bomb, and everything's sort of in the middle here. The king and the queen and the healers and the boilers and the Valkyries, everything in the middle. Hogs go around the outside edge. There's a heal here, which a lot of the hogs are going to be able to run through, which is going to be really nice. Gets a lot of good value over there. I'm saving one more hog for the end. I know that there's a double giant bomb right over here, so I want to be able to send something on the other side to that cannon. But look how many troops are up. The king hasn't used his ability. The bowlers are mainly up. There's a big stack of Valks. There's a bunch of hogs. There goes that last Hog going down, we've got a cleanup wizard over here, we've got another cleanup wizard over here, and this base is just smashed. So even with max walls and pretty high level heroes, certainly Queen Walking Vaho is not dead by any means. It's absolutely a viable strategy. Now, Drakon's gonna bug me if I don't show his, so he believes, I believe, that it's a perfect attack. So let's see how he does it. Interesting, this base only has the lower level cannons, right? The higher level cannons is definitely going to be a big hit to these ground attacks, and this base has got a lot of upgraded stuff, given he's got the 2020 heroes, but it doesn't have the cannons, and I think that makes a pretty non-trivial portion of it. I like how he does this really wide funnel over here. It kind of makes you think like it would go left, but he's got the two different wizards coming in, and he managed to clear everything up so it does go right, which I think is the intention, at least if I understand the plan well, because he's going to be able to take out the air defense right there, so he does that really nice. Always lovely when you're doing a queen walk and their Tesla pops. It just makes it so nice. And he's going to be getting the lure at any moment here. There goes the hog for the lure. Another Tesla pops, but you know what? That's okay. The Tesla pops are sort of annoying in the sense that it's going to force him to hit the ability and take out only half of the CC. But, it works okay. And now you've got another Tesla, another sort of high-valued thing coming out of it. Okay, so here we go, taking out the other thing, and now it's just a single Valk and a baby dragon, so hopefully we're going to be able to survive it, but he has to put the rage, so, it's a little unfortunate when you get that split CC kill, but the rest of this raid is going to go great, and he's got a lot of value out of the Teslas from it, which is what caused the split in the first place, so, it's not so bad. King comes down, a couple of wizards to help funnel, and now all the Valkyries are just going to pour in. And the big question, my big thing when we talk about the Queen Walking Vahos is, can you get a synergy with the healers and with the Queen? Can those all sort of come together and do the appropriate things? And here we have those healers pulling off right as things go through the double giant bomb. So it's absolutely perfect timing. There's a Seeking Air Mine a little bit earlier. This clan knows to move the Seeking Air Mines outside, so they had done that. Jump comes down, and look, still got 3 healers. A little one of them just hit the rage for a moment. We've got some back-end hogs coming on, and again, the Queen Walking Vaho style, it is absolutely still working and crushing these bases, even with somebody who's adjusted to the meta by putting the mines on the outside and with these max walls. Okay, so let's see one more of those, but just a little bit lower down. I want to find S. Here he is. Okay, and so this is somebody doing the same basic style, but with 10, 13 heroes, and this is just a low-level Town Hall 9 here. They've got their bows down, but not a whole lot off. Gets the easy lure, and then he's going to do the Queen Walk from the other side. So he gets the lure actually before the Queen Walk. The double poison runways, we always talk about it's coming down. Doesn't quite get the right timing of it. He should have one of the poisons right here, but it doesn't really matter. He's just able to boost the ability, which he was probably going to have to do regardless, given all of this hit point right here. So it actually doesn't make any difference at all. And he's boosted the ability, but he's saved his spell, and he's going to be able to go through. Now with these Town Hall 8 defenses, even though it's only a level 13 Queen, he's going to be able to survive it. And this one little hog comes in to just do a little bit of work. There's nothing more in the CC, but hey, it just helped us go through, so okay, why not? Now, the Valkyries are going to come in a little bit. I'm going to speed up the Queen Walk, getting some funneling way over here. The giant tanks, the wizards, the wall breakers come in, and there's this huge funnel now, if we look at it, all the way over there. So, in pour the Valkyries, it's absolutely perfect. The jump is going to let them right inside of the base here. Okay. And they're just going to pop in, they're going to take out the king, absolutely no problem at all. All the Expos are in the center. Nothing's got onto the golem yet, but they're going to start targeting the golem hopefully soon. I love the heal rage, this double spell combo right in the center. He absolutely needs it because of the Tesla farm, which is going to be there. And he even goes for another, which might seem overkill, but those last little bit of hogs, they get the heal, and now this huge swarm of hogs are going to come in and take out that nice little Tesla farm. And hey, look at this. Going around the outside edge, I think this base is probably not being updated for the meta. The healer Queen Walk portion is still going live. The king's coming in, he's going to take out this last quadrant, and it is going to be all over. So good job to S as well. And it's worthwhile pointing, I always like to see this. Does the golem matter? In this case, the golem really didn't matter to the raid. So always a question whether we want to bring it or whether we don't.